Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me and answering some of y'all's questions. I realized you guys don't really know that much about me. Like, are subscribed to my channel, do know me from social media, but I have gotten a lot of new subscribers from just people that have found me on YouTube. And so I decided to answer some questions and some questions about Ainoa's Lash Boutique, because you guys know we did launch that this month. And so just keep watching if you want to see me get ready, and then if you want to know the tea. So in this chit chat get ready with me, I'm gonna focus more on answering the questions instead of like talking about the products, but you guys will be able to see the routine. This is gonna be a pretty long video since we are gonna be talking and doing the makeup, but the first question says, will there be more cute babies in the future? If so, how many? Me and Walter are, whoops, I just moved to everything. Me and Walter are thinking that we just want to have one more baby. At first he really insisted with 3, but like 3 in total, but I don't really think I can do that. With this one baby, not the baby, but like the actual pregnancy was really hard on me. I see people having kids all the time and they're like, it's easy for them. They don't struggle or anything. I mean, like, obviously they struggle, but like my pregnancy was really hard. If you guys want to watch that video, I'll link it down below. But yes, I think just one more, and probably within a year or two. I did end up getting the IUD for 10 years, but I'm going to be getting it removed obviously before the 10 years because I don't want to have my kids that far apart. But for everybody who wants to know what IUD I am on the Paragard. They only have it for 10 years, but it has no hormones, and the reason why I chose that one was mostly because mostly because I didn't want any hormones, and they say it does make you bleed heavy, TMI. But for me, before I had the baby, my periods were very regular, very short, 3 days, and so it's been going smooth for me. I've had it for a whole month now, and so far so good. And yeah, so basically the reason why I wanted no hormones was because I am on a weight loss journey. As you guys know, I've lost a total of 65 pounds, and my goal is to lose in total 100 pounds. So I don't know if I shared with you guys, but during my pregnancy, my regular weight has always been 200 pounds. That was like me whenever I was fit. I had muscle, like everything. Like I was looking really good. 200 pounds is the weight that I like, because I'm like, well, not just 300 pounds is what I got up to, because I had already been 25 pounds overweight once I got pregnant. So I was 225, and then during my pregnancy I gained 70 pounds. So I got up to 300 pounds, and so far I've lost 65 of it. So 5 more and I'm at my pre-baby weight. And so y'all, I'm very excited because I really had a lot of prenatal depression, and it was just really hard. Like every day I woke up when I was pregnant, I would tell myself like, just one more day. Like, no, not one more day, one less day. That's the only thing I kept telling myself, because I didn't see myself getting through it. I felt like I was literally gonna die. So pregnancy was hard on me. So just one more kid and then we're done. And I'm actually considering getting, well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna speak too soon because I'm not sure. But I'm excited, y'all. But that'll be in like 2 years, maybe 3, I don't know. Yeah, so that was one of my questions. the next question I had was, ¿Tú qué quieres que sea tu next baby gender? So basically, what do I want my next baby to be, like a boy or a girl? And I have shared this with you guys before. I really just want 2 girls, no boys. I might be having a boy though, because my husband is one of the boys in a 5. My mother-in-law has 5 kids, 4 boys and 1 girl. So, I mean, maybe the odds are that I'm gonna have a boy. I don't know, but hopefully I have a girl. I mean, I would be happy either way, but I just want 2 little girls. That would be amazing. We actually already have the name for our baby, and yeah, I'm excited. The next question that I received was if I work. Yes, I do work. I actually am. I am a freelance makeup artist. And so I do makeup on the weekends. People hire me, they come to me, or I go to them, and I do their makeup for special events. Well, any event, even if you just ask me to do it because you want your makeup done, then I'll do it for you. And yeah, I do that. I also am a health and wellness coach. I help people lose weight just the same way I did. And I also do own my own lash boutique, you know, like beauty, but boutique. And I ship out lashes to everybody who orders and buys from us. We also do offer local pickup for everybody who was wondering. And yeah, I am a full-time mom, wife, and I coach people every day, like I said, to help them lose weight and with the lashes. And I'm pretty busy most of the weekends. I'm always doing makeup and stuff like that. I also do hair, and so yeah, so I do work whenever my husband is very busy. I also help him with all his needs for his job and business. So yeah, another thing, let me check. Let me see what other question y'all asked me. I'm like looking rough here, but you know, that's part of the chit chat get ready with me. It's kind of like y'all see me get glammed up from the beginning. Do y'all notice how clear my skin is? Like, do you guys remember that everyday makeup routine I posted like when I was still pregnant? Gosh, my skin was looking rough. Anyways, and now it's cleared up so much. I take all my vitamins. I still take my prenatals, and they've been working out good for me. So I also take other supplements, and if you guys would like to know what else I take and what else I do for me and for my skin, message me, and I would be happy to help you get started. Hold on, I'm looking for something. I don't mean to not look at the camera, but it's so hard. Okay, so the next question that I got is, how did you find a trustworthy manufacturer? Okay, so basically when I started I know as Lash Boutique, or the lash business, I just started out by sampling their products first. Like, they send you samples, and then you pick out which ones and which styles you like. And then if you want to add or change something, they are willing to work with you. Well, at least my manufacturer is. I can't speak for everybody else's, because there's a lot of lash companies out there. And so you just really have to find a manufacturer that's willing to work with you and help provide your customers their needs, you know, because there's a lot of lashes out there, and a lot of lashes may look alike, but they're different. They contain different ingredients, and so yeah, you have to see which ones you're into, and it's like one of those things that you have to really dig into, you know. I did contact quite a bit of companies. Their prices ranged. Private labeling ranged. Private labeling is very expensive, actually. Getting the website started was so hard, and mind you, I do this all by myself. Like, I know it's Lash Boutique, it's all me. My husband helps me with the baby, and I take care of shipping out, updating the website, and all that stuff. We do weekly giveaways, so if you are active on Instagram and you would like to know about them, just follow me. I'll leave my @ right here, and we have weekly giveaways. We like to do giveaways so people can try out our products and see what we offer them, and yeah, just so that our products could get out there. They are hypoallergenic, and we do have mink and faux mink, so we can provide you with your needs depending on what you want. The faux mink ones look just like the mink ones. We have the same styles in both, and so yeah, that's kind of, so basically going back to the question, I just sampled a bunch of companies, and then I just picked the ones that I liked the best. I also let my mom try the samples. I also let my sister try the samples, and based on their responses is what I chose, because, you know, these are the people that I want their feedback from and stuff. So yeah, that's basically how I chose my trustworthy manufacturer. Yeah. Okay, so what is your holy grail pore product? Okay, so basically I don't have anything specifically for pores besides my primer, but for skincare I do use the Tatcha line. I use their cleanser and their water cream. I started off by getting their sample, not their sample, but their like travel size kit, which are these actually. And then I actually, once I liked them and tried the product out, I invested in the actual like regular size. They're pretty pricey. They're like $70 something for like just the big water cream, but honestly it's like the best investment because my skin is beautiful, plus I take my skin vitamins. So that, I used to have very bad pores like back in high school, like really bad. I wanted to do my makeup and stuff to cover them up, but my skin just wasn't working with me. So yeah, I don't have anything specifically for pores, but that's kind of like my skincare. Okay, so somebody else said, will you be creating packaging with the brand name on it? And actually, yes. I have 2 new styles coming out, and it's gonna include our new packaging. They're actually gonna be circled, and they're gonna be glittery, and they're gonna have our name on it, and depending on how everybody likes those, we might keep those, we might change them. I haven't really decided yet, but the packaging for March is amazing. With that packaging is going to be our new lash style called Carmen, and then we have a new lash style, but for that one we still haven't decided the name. So basically we have 2 new lashes and 2 new lash styles and new packaging launching in March. And Carmen is in honor of my grandma, Carmen Morales Salcido, which she passed away last year in March, and this year I would like to launch that lash style in honor of her. She's my great grandma and she means everything to me, and I'm about to start crying. But yeah, I really wanted to do something special for her. I didn't just want to put her name on any lash. I really wanted everything for that lash to be perfect because my grandma is everything to me. So with that question, yes, we will come out with packaging here very soon for our new lashes. And yeah. So the next question is, how did you get started? I think she's talking about the lash how I got started into the lash business. Okay, so basically, I hate the lashes from Ulta. Well, at least the ones that they carry here at my Ulta, here, my nearest Ulta. They have nice lashes every now and then. They don't really carry them all the time, but I don't like them, and they're kind of pricey, and they're not that good, and they're synthetic. So I was never happy with those lashes. Every time I purchased lashes, I was upset, and I had to get them shipped, right? So I was kind of tired of that. And then on top of that, the only lashes I did like are from Sephora in Rogers. If you're from here, you know what I'm talking about. They sell the Lily Galici lashes there, and I like them, right? They're nice lashes. They're pricey, and but the thing is, my Sephora also doesn't carry all of the Lily Galici lashes. So I was like, wow, well, you know, as a makeup artist, I'm always trying to have nice things for my tutorials and offer the best products for my clients also. And I was just kind of upset because every time a client asked me for dramatic lashes, there was none that I actually really liked. So with that being said, I decided, hey, well, a lash business would be very convenient because, especially here where I live, since there is actually no lash businesses here that I know of. And then I was like, you know, I really would like to invest into that. So then one of my friends came over and we were talking about it, and we were deciding, well, I mentioned it to her, like, I was really thinking about starting this and this with lashes and doing this, and I was just sharing with her like what I was thinking because I don't like the lashes from here, right? So then I told her, like, why don't we get started in this together? If you guys know who I'm talking about, then you know, and if not, I don't really know if she wants me to say her name, like out, like in public like this. So I'm not gonna say her name, but so then I finally decided, well, I told her, like, let's invest into this and let's get this started, right? So then we were looking into the manufacturer and all that stuff, and then, like, we decided we were gonna do this together. But then I messaged her and I told her, like, you know, I really think I should do this by myself because working together is really hard. And she's a great friend, don't get me wrong, she's a great friend, but also you know, it's hard to get a business started, but on top of that, it's hard to do it with somebody else because you're changing your mind. It's hard to be, like, in conjunction with somebody. Like, it's hard making decisions and stuff like that, and some decisions need to be made on the spot. And she already owns her own business with her husband. They have a construction company, and so, like, you know, she actually helps her her husband with their construction company. Like, Walter, he does his own thing and I do my own thing, and so it doesn't take any time from me, like anything that he does, you know. So with her, it's kind of different because it actually does take time, you know, from her. And so that's why I was like, oh, I don't know, because whenever, for example, whenever Walter is out of town, I usually stay at my mom's house, and it's like 30 minutes away from my house. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard for us because, you know, I stay with my mom whenever Walter's not here. And I was like, maybe I should do this by myself. And then I told her, and she was like, yeah, dude, it's fine, like, I support you either way. And she was very okay with it. So then I went on with this by myself. She's a really great friend and stuff, but it was just going to be complicated for me, like, working with somebody directly. How are we going to work the money situation? Because it's really hard with, you know, especially since we're a small business, it's kind of hard to have, like, joint accounts and all this stuff. Like, we were going to have to go through a lot of things And so then I was like, I think it'll just be easier if I do this by myself and I figure this out. But you know, she's a great friend, and she's also thinking about opening her own business, like apart from her husband. So I know, and I support her too, you know. She's actually thinking about opening a salon, which I'm very happy for her. And yeah. Okay. So then on with the next question. So that's basically why I wanted to what's it called, start with the lashes, because I just, you know, I was just sharing with her about me not wanting to live an average life. My mom has sacrificed a lot of things for me, like for example coming to the US, and I just can't live a life with a 9-to-5 job. I just don't want to offer that to my daughter. I wouldn't like to leave her with somebody so that they take care of her. Not that I don't trust anybody. It's not that necessarily, but I would like to enjoy these years where she's young and stuff, you know. Plus, my husband does provide for me. He brings, like, if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have to have the extra jobs I have and I choose to have. If I really didn't want to, I don't have to. My husband makes enough money for us to stay home, and I'm not saying that to like brag or anything, because I'm not bragging. You know, things could change tomorrow. He could be jobless. I mean, I don't know, you know. So basically, with that being said, I want to be able to provide for my family without having to worry about anything. Extra money is always good too. Don't be happy with the little you have if you could do more. If you can do more, then do more, you know? Like I always like to do the most I can do. Not just for me, for my family, but yeah, I would like to be able to help my mom with her stuff too. Not that she needs money from me or anything. She makes enough money for herself and for her family, you know, like my brother and sisters. She even buys my daughter stuff, like, you know, she's an amazing mom. But I would like to be able to provide for her. She's, you know, she's done a lot for me. So, yeah. Okay, so the next question is, since being a mom, what is the biggest life changes you've had to make? Okay, well, I haven't really had to make life changes, you know, but I have definitely distanced myself a lot from people, because I'm like, if you're not helping me grow as a person, I mean, you know, like, then why are we even friends? Like, I don't know. So I have distanced myself from a lot of people. I have made that decision because I'm like, we're not growing, you're not growing. If there's nothing there, then there's nothing there, you know? And there's no, like back then, whenever I didn't have a kid, whenever I didn't think about growing, I literally would miss school, and I would just be out there spending my money on dumb stuff. Didn't think about investing, didn't think about the long-term stuff. But once I had a daughter, everything changed in my mind, which I've always been very mature, you know, but I am one of the people that love to spend money. It's kind of like, my grandma always tells me I'm a compulsive buyer, which sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's true. But then sometimes I'm like, whoa, and I stop myself. So I don't know how true that is. I can't tell you. But yeah, like for example, I used to just not think about the next day or growing as a person. Always wanted to do YouTube back then, and I never did. I never found time, but I had way more time than I do now, so, and I'm still making it work now, so I obviously had time then. I don't know, I had so many opportunities, I just never took them. I was dumb, I don't know. I was dumb and naive. And I was also, I don't know, I feel like as a mom, I've changed a lot because I feel like I'm a better person. I used to always think like, I'm right, and you know, that's not true. During this pregnancy experience, during this whole mom experience, I've grown so much. Like, there's things in my life that I would take for granted. Like, me and my mom had a bad relationship. Just a lot of things, you know. I had a bad relationship with my mom. I was very rebellious. I don't know. I just wanted to... I thought I knew everything, and I just didn't. And then whenever I actually became a mom, God really made me see things so differently. And yeah, now ever since I've become a mom, I try to be the best person I can be each and every day. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about how my life's changed. I've distanced myself from people, but my biggest challenge as a mom now, I think, I don't know, dude. There's just so much. I think my biggest challenge as a whole is probably like managing everything, managing like my time and stuff like that. But the biggest life changes, I think, are like, I don't know, I still hang out with my friends, but I definitely picked and chose my friends. Like, I'm not just friends with anybody anymore because I'm like, you know, I'm trying to keep my reputation like good. I want to be a good mom too. Like, I don't just want to be crazy and wild like I was back then. Back then I would make not very smart choices. I mean, like I said, I've always been very smart, but I don't know. It's just like a lot. I don't know if I've answered that question or not, but that's kind of my take on what you're asking me. But yeah, I feel like I've actually grown as a person since becoming a mom. It's changed my life drastically in 1,000 ways. I always underestimated being a mom, and now that I'm a mom, I'm like, wow, you know, I wouldn't change being a mom for anything in the world. And that says a lot because back then I used to be very selfish. I remember in class, whenever I was still in high school, people would ask me like, you know, since I got married very young and moved out, they would ask me like, do you want to have kids, or how do you see yourself with kids? Because some of my classmates already had kids, you know. So whenever they would ask me things like that, I would be like, oh girl, I don't see myself with kids. And I think the biggest reason why I would always say that is because I was so selfish, like very selfish. Like, I wanted everything for myself, and I never thought like I could have a kid, you know. Plus, I was irregular, and I was kind of scared, you know, too. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have a kid because I'm irregular, and it's gonna take more time to get pregnant. Like, that was what I used to think, and I still need to blend it out, but so far this is what it's looking like. So I think I was just scared to say that I wanted kids, but I actually did. I was just really like scared, and not just scared, but like selfish. I was in a different place. Me and Walter had just got married, and you know, you're still trying to figure things out. I moved out very young, and I think that was one of my biggest challenges. Like, moving out young, it's so hard to balance, like, well, especially for me because I was still in high school. It was so hard for me to balance like attending school, and like once me and my husband bought this house, I would not go to school and I would just chill here, and I just wanted to buy home decor stuff and you know, just take it like easy. But it's not like that. Like, I needed to get my stuff done first, and then whenever I actually had the time to be here, then actually, you know, be here. But at that time in my life, well, I was supposed to be at school, and yeah, I did graduate high school though. I thought I wasn't going to, actually, because I never went. I never actually went to school. Well, not never, you know, but I missed a lot. But yeah, I did end up graduating. I was pregnant, but I did end up graduating. And yeah, it's been a lot. Like, I've had a lot of good friends and stuff, but like I said, I've also made the decision to distance myself from a lot of people. Because if you don't have anything to offer for me to grow, like, I'm not asking you for anything to offer, like, physically, but, like, I'm talking about, like, mentally. Like, if you're not a positive person, if you're not helping me grow as a person, then why are we friends? Like, I don't need negativity in my life. I have a kid I have to raise, and, you know, it's kind of a lot. So that's why I pick my friends very wisely. I do give everybody a chance, so if you're looking for a new friend, girl, I'm always open to finding a new friend. But yeah, I just try to keep people that are positive close to me, and yeah. Okay, so let me move on to the next question, because I think I've been rambling way too much. So the next question is, how did you lose weight? Like I said, I've lost 65 pounds. I joined a nutrition program, and I started taking care of myself, feeding my body the right supplements to help me achieve those goals. I also started eating right, and I haven't cut anything out of my diet. I don't think it's a diet. I think it's a lifestyle. I actually see this as a long-term thing. And honestly, I've been committed to this longer than I've been committed to anything else besides my marriage. And so, you know, I actually think I want to do this forever, to take care of my health, to take care of, because, you know, diabetes is skyrocketing. There's so many illnesses now, so many health issues nowadays because we choose to feed our body the wrong things and not take care of it. We choose to invest our money in everything but ourselves, but our body, and that's not okay. So I've definitely changed the way we eat in this home. I changed, my husband's skinny, he doesn't have any health issues, and I've changed his eating habits too. I feed him just like I feed myself. We do 1/4 of a plate of vegetables. 1/4 of a plate of protein, 1/4 of a plate of carbs, and we do 1/2 of a plate of vegetables. And that's kind of how I've lost a lot of weight. Like I said, I've also been feeding my body the right supplements. I've been taking out a lot of sugars, and just stuff like that to help my my lifestyle and all that. If you would like to know more about what I do and in detail and all that, then just send me a message and I can help you get started. I could coach you and all this. I've also got a question about what made you want to start selling and making your own lashes. So like I said, there's not a lot of lashes here in my city. If you want a nice pair of lashes, you have to order them. And that's just what it is. They don't have like a lot of styles. And it's kind of hard, you know, because especially me, like, coming out with looks and stuff, it's kind of like I need different styles for different looks and stuff like that. And that's why. And I also thought it's really awesome that people can just pick up and they don't have to worry about shipping. Like, for my clients here that do local pickup, they don't have to wait for shipping. They don't have to wait for any of that. They could just tell me, hey, what time can I come, or where can we meet? And then we just work something out, and then they get their lashes same day. They don't have to worry about getting lashes shipped to them or anything. And even if they do get their lashes shipped, it gets there within 1 day. So you know, I wanted to offer the people in my town something local, something that worked for them, and something that worked for me. Okay, so the next question is, will you ever come out with any new types of lashes? Not that the ones you have now aren't amazing. Yes, like I said, we are launching 2 new styles in March, and they're going to be with our new packaging, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up my foundation routine. I went ahead and concealed, bronzed, and contoured, put my blush, my highlight, and my eyelashes. These are actually in the style Nora by I Know As Lash Boutique, and yeah. Okay, so the last 2 questions I got are about how we managed to have all the nice things we have and all this stuff. And I just want you guys to know that I don't come from a wealthy family, or we're not rich, or like, you know, like what you guys think. You guys see one thing on the internet, but it's completely different. We do have nice things, yes, and we work hard for them, yes. But we weren't just, like, these things didn't just fall off of trees. Like, we put in work to have the nice things we have. And that's why I wanted to talk about this stuff while I was already done, because I want you guys to take it serious. Me and Walter do work hard. We do put in all our efforts. And mostly, like, we try to do as much as we can to have nice things and to be able to afford these nice things. With that being said, we don't buy a ton of nice things if we can afford it. Budget your money and pay your expenses first, the important things and the priorities, and then worry about having nice and luxurious things. Also, I got another question that said, why are you so motivated to do all these things if you can stay at home and just be a stay-at-home mom? And the answer to that is because my mom sacrificed so much for me to have this life, to live here in the United States. And because, like I said, I was born in Mexico. So my mom has sacrificed so much to offer me this life. And, you know, like, I can't be content with an average life. I have to do more because my mom has done so much. She sacrificed being away from her family. She sacrificed, when my grandpa passed away, she wasn't able to go to Mexico. She did so much for me to have all this that I have now. And so with that being said, I have to reward my mom with me being good and being successful, to just, you know, she deserves for me to be good and all her hard work to pay off. And that's why I work hard every day and do as much as I can to be a better person, because she did a lot for me. And even now that I don't live with her, she still continues to do a lot for me, and I am very blessed to call her my mom. And she helps me out a lot with Inoa. She works 5 days a week, and she still manages to take care of her. She doesn't have to, like I said, she chooses to, because I don't work, so I can potentially watch my daughter and work at the same time. And yeah, she chooses to take her with her, and she stays with her overnight. Sometimes we don't really have a set day, but she helps me out a lot even now that I don't live with her. And so yeah, that's it for my questions, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like for me to do a story time about me coming to the US and then me getting naturalized and all that stuff, just comment down below and let me know, and I would be more than happy to be filming that video. I hope you guys like this. This is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. These earrings are from Aldo, and my lashes are in the style Nora. And I will leave the link down below and a coupon code for a discount on the lashes. And yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on my social media, and until next time.